Welcome, everyone. Uh, Today I am joined by Benjamin Nyland, and today Ben and myself will be doing something a little bit different. As you may have seen earlier this week, or by the time this comes out, it's actually last week. Ben, we did a little announcement regarding why ShareGauge should be your team's first pick. So if you've missed that, you can go on our blog, on our different social media platforms, or just go on our YouTube channel to look at that announcement. But enough of that for today. Today we're doing something a little different. Just like I just said, we're doing something a little more fun. And yeah, so Ben and I today will be doing a Microsoft 365 fantasy draft. So exactly what is that exactly? So for those of you who aren't familiar with the concept of a fantasy draft, what you typically do is that every participant at their turn would choose different sports players. And then based on depending on the sport, those players will be doing points. And at the end of the season, you have someone who wins the season essentially. But this time, instead of drafting players, we will be drafting Microsoft 365 workloads. So it's gonna be a little bit different. I don't know, Ben. Do you have a strategy in mind
Oh, I have a
for your
strategy in
draft?
mind, but I'm not telling you what my strategy
Oh
is.
yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we split all the different workloads of Microsoft 365, and Ben and I will go through, and yeah, we're gonna create our team. We're gonna have 5 workloads each in our team. Obviously, workloads can't make points, so it's going to be hard to determine who will be the winner. But you guys will be able to vote. So stay tuned on our social medias. You will be able to vote. If you miss the vote, well, you can just leave us a message in the content who you think actually won this. How can we call it the
The
national
fantasy.
the national M365 league?
There you go.
Let's just call it like that. All right. So you ready, Ben?
I'm ready.
All right, sounds good. So to see who starts, oh yeah, and first the person who wins decides if they pick first or second. The person
You
who's
mean the
the
coin toss?
yeah, I'm gonna do
Okay.
the coin toss, and the person who picks second, because first pick has 1 pick, and then the second does 2 picks, and then it's
Ooh,
two picks, and 1 pick. So
excellent.
to make it equal, because the person who would start would have a pretty big advantage. All right.
Actually, I almost want to go second now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly. But you got to win the toss to decide that. Okay, so call it.
Heads.
It is heads.
Oh, so my first pick will be
Wait,
the
wait, wait,
one
wait,
that.
wait, wait, wait,
Oh,
wait,
okay.
wait, wait, wait.
Okay.
But you have to decide if you go first or second, though.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Do I want to go first? I know which one you're selecting first because you highlight it
Think.
in the Excel.
But it's just the first one up top there.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
um, do I
Sneaky
want to go
Benjamin.
second and get two premium? Hmm. This is a tough call. This is
It's a
a
tough one, right?
tough call because
It
if I
probably all
go
boils
that,
down. It probably all boils down to this decision. It's a big
it
call.
probably does boil down to this decision. I think. I think I'm gonna go second.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I think okay. So I'm choosing first. I think you've made my first decision pretty easy for me because if I don't pick that first, then your second and third pick will be pretty strong. So I'm gonna go with the young gun, the new one, the all star rookie, so to speak, almost.
My Sway.
I'm exactly no. I'm gonna go with Microsoft Teams.
Okay. Why Microsoft Teams first?
I mean, of course, we all know that Microsoft Teams, you know, it requires all the rest kind of like makes sense, but don't overthink it, right? the draft just wouldn't make sense if we had to think that way. But no, I think it's like just the new way of collaboration. That's where we're headed. Microsoft keeps talking about it. It's like it's the new hub for collaboration. That's where everything is going to happen. It's just a new way of working. That's where things are transitioning. We've seen teams' performance, very good stats, very good performance
All
over
right, all right.
the
I
last
thought you were
year.
taking it let's more for like the conversations, the tabs, or the meetings, or the audio
Yeah.
video.
Well, I guess
All right.
it's a very versatile player. I mean, that's what I like about him. It's a very
All
versatile
right.
player, and I think it's a really good first
We'll
pick.
be
And I
able to
mean,
do
if
defense
if
and
I if
offense
I if I wasn't selecting that, you were going for it for sure. And then you
for
had another
sure.
strong you had another strong pick. So
We can't be
there
sure
it is.
Gates team's first pick and not pick teams first.
Exactly.
All right, all right. So I
Yeah.
get two, right? I
You
get
get
two.
two right. Yeah.
So for sure, for sure, for sure, the you already know this one. It's the main component to everything. In my opinion, is also what drives two other that you already have. One that you already have, which is teams. But my first pick will be SharePoint, of course.
Yeah. Couldn't see
Uh,
that one coming. Good pick. Good pick. I mean,
I mean, it is
makes
what
sense.
we've been doing for first of us at ShareGate within migration and reporting management for years. It's what we've been talking about for years. It supports everything. I think it's also called content services. So literally supports content for everything else. So if I want to make sure that I'm going to move forward with a team that's going to be, the backbone of the rest of the sports team, I'm gonna
Yeah.
need a strong player that can play classic or modern, can play both
Oh,
ways,
very nice. Very nice.
cover
But
more
yeah,
ground.
but you see,
So
I'm almost heartbroken that we're separating teams in SharePoint. They had such a good they work so well together, and now we're separating them in
yeah,
two different teams. But it is what it
snooze,
is.
you lose.
If there's some hockey players at all, it's like separating the Sedin brothers. They go together. But for the reality of the draft, that's what it's going to be.
So I get a second pick though.
You do.
This is where it gets interesting. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna start showing my strategy a little bit,
Okay.
but
Is it the strategy you stole from me?
no, no,
No.
I've got a
Okay.
bigger, bolder strategy.
Oh. Okay. 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 Okay.
I'm gonna go. This is the second pick. I'm gonna go with a little. Oh, I'm gonna go with Power Automate.
That's a good one. That one was going next. That one was going in my next two ones for sure.
I want to go with Power Automate, though I'm not necessarily super yet strong with it. But for me, if I've got a strong backbone to the team, which is SharePoint, and content is being stored, I want to be able to pass the puck to the next player that
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
automate everything. And that kind of shows my strategy a little bit is I'm going towards um you know if at the core I'm a lazy person, I want to
Mm,
automate
true,
my
true.
everything as much as possible. So definitely Power Automate for me is a very strong a scorer, if you will.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
yeah, Power
definitely.
Automate.
I mean, I have to agree with you on that one. I have to. I had
Not
my
only
eyes.
will I
I
be
had
able
my
to
eyes
take
on
the
Power Automate. Yeah.
with Power Automate, I can take the content from SharePoint and automate stuff with it outside, but I can also bring content that is outside, bring it into SharePoint. So,
Sure.
yeah, I feel pretty
Good one.
confident with my team right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Ben, I forgot to write it down. Hold on. You said you had SharePoint.
SharePoint and Power Automate. Dream team. Dream team. Can't wait to see. I think I've got an idea of who you're going to pick next,
You do?
but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. You see, it's hard because I also need to take in consideration what you're going to pick next because I
Yeah.
feel that based on your picks, there's one that I could just kind of like slip and you're probably not going to pick it.
I
Um,
don't know. Who
it's a
knows
good
what I'm going to do
question.
next?
Good question. Huh. I think.
Decisions. Decisions. Oh yeah, you could
Okay.
go with
Okay.
that one.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
gonna
see
go
you
with that one.
selecting in the
Yeah,
Excel.
you see, you're looking at what I'm doing on the Excel file. I need to stop playing with the Excel file. Okay, I'm gonna go with OneDrive for Business.
Of course.
Yeah, I think I've got the good collaboration going with Microsoft Teams, but now I need my users to be able to store their own stuff somewhere. And yeah, and you see, I've got this kind of like, I've got Teams, young gun, the newcomer, a lot of potential. Oh no, we lost Benjamin. Oh no. All right, little technical difficulty here. My players really have my back. Ben just got kicked out of our team's call, so that's too
I
bad for
had
the
to go
video
check out
recording.
Power Automate. He went once again, and another checking out what the other teams were doing. I had to bring him
Mhm,
back.
mhm. Anyways, what I was saying, what I was trying to get at is that I just picked OneDrive for Business. I wanted my users, now they can collaborate. Now I want them to be able to store their files somewhere, all
Yeah,
their
all right.
personal stuff. And then I've got the new kid on the block, the rising star Teams. But then I've also got the old timer, I guess, proven. It's been there. It's been steady, reliable. It's always there. So I'm also feeling
Okay.
pretty confident. I'm also feeling
So
pretty
you got
confident.
teams and you got OneDrive for Business, but so far your team can only play with private conversations. So far
What do you
I
mean?
don't know, I feel pretty confident. Well, because chats go into OneDrive for Business, but you would need SharePoints to have files in your conversations because when you have
Yeah.
conversations in Teams,
But that's just for files. I thought you're overthinking it. Of course, it's not.
all
Nothing's gonna
right.
make any sense. We only have this
uh,
stuff. But
That's fine. You can take
yeah,
OneDrive for Business. I mean, it
yeah,
is
yeah,
very
yeah. Don't make me
practical.
doubt. Don't make me doubt. I'm confident in my pick.
All right, so
Um,
my turn, right? It's
no,
one
no, I've
one.
got, I've got, I've got another pick.
Oh, you get two picks, then I get two picks?
Yeah.
I thought it was 1-1 after. All right. Okay, okay,
Oh,
okay.
oh, but we can do that. We can do it that way too. I don't mind. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Oh, if you understood it that way. All right, let's go. You can
All
go.
right.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
So, hmm, what do I pick? So I've got Power Automate, I've got SharePoint. They're working together. I've got content being stored, pages. I can do communication sites for divisions, departments, but I can also do team sites and do what it is I want to do for collaboration. I can play classic, I can play modern. I got Power Automate that connects to all these content sources.
You've said that
Now
before.
I've got to figure out whether I want to go this way. Do I go full blown or do I take something from you?
From me?
um, yeah, your next pick, right? I want to make sure that I don't give you a good team.
I guess your strategy is making sure I don't have a good team. It's not about
That's
you having
right.
a good. Okay, okay.
Okay, so I've got SharePoint, I've got Power Automate. Now the logical choice would be to go for that, but I find that a
Yeah,
little bit. Uh,
yeah.
but
I know.
I
I know.
don't
I
think
think I
I'm.
know what you're going for.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm gonna. I
Oh yeah,
think I'm gonna go with a trusted and true. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Outlook.
yeah. That makes sense. How
Uh,
like
uh,
you would have had no way for it to collaborate, like even
yeah,
internally.
well, communication, right? I mean, there's other
Well,
choices.
yeah, but you could have put stuff on a communication site, but then there would have
Yeah,
been no
no, but
messages, no
yeah,
nothing.
no. I need people to be able to have some form of. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna take Outlook
I mean,
for them
it's
to be able to send emails.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a pretty underwhelming third pick. I'm just saying. I get why you
I
had to do it.
don't disregard those that have been there for a long time.
I get why you had to do it. I get why you had to do it. But
Yeah, all right.
just saying.
I got Outlook. Oh, you look like you're thinking. You look like you're thinking.
Of course, I'm thinking. Hold on. Oh, I forgot to put you. You chose Outlook. Yeah.
Yeah, you said it was underwhelming. I think it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. No, it's powerful, but maybe as a fourth pick. We're getting when you're the lower you go in the pigs, the harder it gets, right?
That's why I wanted to do
It,
1-1. It becomes harder.
yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm hesitating. Really hesitating.
So far you got teams, you got OneDrive for business.
Yeah. So I've got, of course, like, so I've got the whole messaging kind of, okay, so collaboration aspect, store files. Then I'm thinking of like, how do I organize the work? And think I'm gonna go with, think I'm gonna go with planner.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How come?
Well, I mean, I want my teams to be able to organize themselves. I mean, it's good to collaborate, it's good to store files, but yeah, I think it's just help them being productive, deliver what they need to deliver, stay on top of things. I mean,
All
I
right.
think it's important. I think it's important, and of course, they could use other stuff outside of the Microsoft 365 stack, but that's not the point here, is it?
I guess
So
I guess the
yeah,
people are gonna judge
I
which
know,
team is
right?
the
I
best
know,
team
I
at the
know,
end,
I
right?
know.
So I'll let them pick that.
Okay,
My next one is actually gonna be an easy one for me now that you didn't go for that. Believe it or not, I'm going to pick Yammer as my
okay, fair
next
enough.
pick. I want Yammer to be in this team to bring a little bit more engagement to a little bit more fun, a little bit more live chat since you've got teams. I want to be able to use the commenting system, the forums, the poll, the integration with live
Yeah,
events. So definitely, plus there's so much new stuff coming in Yammers. I really feel strong about it to build communities. So yeah, SharePoint, Power Automate, Outlook, Yammer, man, I'm vibing
yeah.
with this team.
I hear. I think it's a good pick, but I don't think it made that much sense for my team since I already have had teams.
Yeah,
I didn't think it added as much value in my team. It always does add value, but I didn't feel
yeah,
it,
yeah.
it
I
was
know what
it
you
was
mean.
as good of a fit for my composition. Okay, okay.
Three
Uh,
choices that you've got two choices left. I got one last choice.
uh,
I see you navigating that Excel file.
yeah, but I'm just moving everywhere, so it doesn't really tell you much, does it?
Okay, okay.
Um,
Do you want us to pause the recording while you figure it out?
yeah, maybe. Okay, no, I'm going to go. I'm gonna go with lists.
I knew you would do that.
I'm gonna go with lists.
You seem hesitating.
Honestly, yeah, but I was looking at Power Apps, but then I was just like, I don't know Power Apps enough, so I was like, you know what? I think maybe I'll just leave it to Ben.
You
I
don't know
just
what I'm
said,
going to pick.
I don't know what you're gonna pick. True that. True that.
So you're taking lists. So you get a little bit of SharePoint for yourself, but
Yeah.
just the
Yeah.
list part.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
missing all
Exactly.
of the, I guess. But now I'm curious as to how you got planner and list together. I guess they can work together, but they
Yeah.
feel
It's
very
true.
closely. You could have done a planner with a list type of thing, but
Yeah.
no,
No, you're
there's
right.
still
You're right.
there's still differentiation. It's good for me. I got one last pick.
Yeah, but then, yeah.
I got one last pick. I was definitely not going to pick list because I already have them because they're part of SharePoint.
Yeah.
No, I've got. You talked about Power Apps earlier. Yeah, but do I want Power Apps as part of my dream team, or do I want to go towards a Power BI, for example, because I've got content in SharePoint, I've got ways to automate stuff with Power Automate. Is that enough to get work done? Do I want that level of business intelligence that it adds?
Hmm.
Oh man, I
I
don't
mean, they're both
know.
good. They're both good. Honestly, like it.
It's
It's
a
a,
it's
yeah.
a tough pick. I got to figure out what's best for my team, right? Because if I do Power Apps, I could definitely do stuff with Power Automate, do stuff with SharePoint, do stuff with everything that's there, really. But I find it you still need to be able to. It's a tough player to work into the team, right? They're more
Yeah.
advanced. They've
Yeah.
got their own habits. You can't just plug it into the team and hit the ground running. Whereas Power BI is plug and play. You plug it, you say which graphs you want. I think I think, though my heart wants to go with Power BI, I think I'm gonna have to go to Power Apps for the
Okay.
logical choice.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Power Apps for my team. Tough choice though. Tough choice. I'm gonna have to coach Power Apps into being a little bit more, user friendly. But I think
Yeah.
we can make it working.
But
We can make.
in every team has this kind of like standalone, kind of like do its own thing, not
Yeah.
as
So I guess
approachable.
you, the obvious
Yeah,
choice.
well, my last pick's pretty easy because it's the only one left, and it's Power BI. But you know what? I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's still pretty
I
good.
love Power BI.
I
I
mean,
usually would have been my.
it serves its purpose. Nothing else, nothing in the list does anything remotely close from it.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, it's a great pick. I hesitated quite a
business
bit.
intelligence is
Plus,
going to
you've
be
got. I mean, for organizing data, you have a pretty strong team nonetheless. You've got Planner, you've got List. Power BI is great with data and lists and Planner to create
yeah. I got
charts. So you have a
some
strong
good
team too.
synergy,
Yeah, you
some
have.
good synergy there. Yeah, but
I mean, there's two great teams right there.
yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win, to be honest. Right, looking at all of this,
And
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I'm curious to see like what people are going to vote for because everybody has kind of like their own little workload that they prefer. Of course,
Yeah,
SharePoint's been there for a while, so I think you're going to get a lot of votes through
yeah,
SharePoint
but Teams
because
has, it feels like it has a lot of millions of users out there, so
yeah, yeah,
you could be getting all those new
everybody's
teams.
talking about Teams. It's the talk of the
Yeah,
town. So
yeah,
our two first picks are gonna draw a lot of people in. But between like OneDrive, Yammer, Power Apps, Power BI, I think those all kind of like all their followers and people who personally love them. So we'll
yeah,
see if they bring us some votes.
yeah.
Cool.
All right.
So we're done. Thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. So keep an eye open. We will open the votings, and don't forget to vote for the best team. And yeah, let us know if you like this type of stuff. We thought
It
we'd do
was fun.
something a little different, a little bit fun. Yeah, you liked it, Ben?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Can't
All
wait to
right.
see when we win.
Yeah, yeah. Good. All right. Thanks, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.
Cheers.